long list of teams. Now they are to talk about the Europa League finals. Manchester United and of course Villarreal will be taking on themselves later on Wednesday night as they decide who would be the winner of the second tier of UEFA's club football competition. Welcome. This is the arena and I am Jidechi Chidiezie. Yes, definitely one of the stories we will be taking a look at on today's show is the one that will be going down later tonight in the city of Gdańsk in Poland. Yes, it is the finals of the UEFA Europa League. Well, it's not the only thing we would be taking a look at. Some other stories to look at today on the show would involve some athletics, a little bit of athletics and how Nigerian athletes are faring ahead of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. We would also be taking a look at that's Europe 2020 squad. Yes, Portugal and Spain, and of course England are talking about releasing their own too. We take a look at some of the squads, and of course we will not be leaving out a little bit about the Nigeria Professional Football League. It's gonna be a packed show, yes, I can assure you that one. Ensure you stay back because when we get back from this break, the show will start in full.
From the farm, it good for body. No chemical at all. This na real banga. No more wahala or pandy washy. Just put on for fire and your food is already. Everybody follow me to banga. Hey, banga. Oh, make you follow me to
Banga cook don easy. Banga na palm fruit wey dem comot, put am inside can. You fit use banga cook any kind soup wey you like and other food dem like rice, beans and even yam. Na Pali Agro Product Limited dem dey manufacture am. For distribution, make you call 070 666 38213. Banga for make your food yummy.
Welcome back. This is the arena. Yes, let's talk about those stories emanating from the world of sports. Lots and lots of interesting issues to dissect on the show today. And in the studio today with me is a man who's been here before, Ademola Akinnuade. Ademola, a pleasure to have you once again.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here again, and I can't really wait to move ahead with you.
Move ahead, he says. Let's start off talking about some athletics, talk about how Nigerian athletes are doing so well at the US Invitational.
For me, the Nigerian team have been doing fine. We tried the game yesterday. Despite the bad weather, Nigerian athletes they tried and pulled through, beating the likes of Canada is something quite impressive for the Nigerian athletics. And we hope they really qualify for the Olympic in Tokyo, because I believe they will really do it with Tobi Amusan back to the women's team. And we could see that she really put out a very good result yesterday, and we wish them well for the upcoming Olympics.
Let's talk about Tobi Amusan and, of course, the women's 4x100 meter squad. We've seen how they've performed so well on the world stage in previous years, the likes of Blessing Okabari, Tobi Amusan, who is a world champion, and also a medalist from the Olympic stage, with lots and lots of other athletes. Do we see these women taking this to the Olympics later in Tokyo? Do we actually see them coming up with something?
Yes, I believe they will come out with something. With the heavy squad with the heavy team they have now, they will definitely come out with something.
Let me run you through how it's been going down so far right there in the United States. Lots and lots of Nigerians have been doing so well, and I can tell you, yes, lots and lots of people getting progressing to the next phase of the competition, and all it takes right now is for Nigerians to win that one to ensure that they are going to be part of the Olympics later in 2020. Well, it's actually 2021. The Tokyo Olympics would be going down later this year. We all know the reason why. Let me run you through some of the athletes who have been doing so well right there in the United States. Yes, talk about the likes of we've talked about Tobi Amosu who performed so brilliantly. Ese Brume, she's been showing her mettle right there in the United States. She came up tops in the long jump event. We know how Brume is one of the big names right now in long jump, and yet again she showed that she is the one to be watched out for. Yeah, Tobi, like I said, continued her impressive form with a second best position. She placed second in the women's 100 meters hurdles, clocking a massive 10.62. Talk about Blessing Okabare, the big woman. Yes, despite difficult weather right there in the United States, Blessing was able to place about 11.71 seconds in the 100 meters and in the heat of that 100 meters final. And she's one of the big names we are expecting to shine for Nigeria at the Olympics when it comes up later. Another Nigerian who is doing so well has got to be the big man. Yes, talk about the national record holder, Edose Ibadin, doing so well also in his own category, a season best of 1 minute 46 seconds and about 88 millicrons. Yeah, he's been able to do so far at the 800 meters event. And yet another Nigerian has got to be another national record holder and an African champion. Talk about Chukwuebuka Enekwechi. He also is doing so well. His own category is the short put category, and he's proven that he's someone to be looked out for. Talk about Chioma Onyekwere. Yeah, he threw a mark of 61.89 meters to place 5th in the women's discus throw. And she's one of the best so far right now in the competition. Lots and lots of Nigerians doing so well. The list goes on and on and on. And we just it's looking like the future is going to be bright for Nigeria at the Olympics.
Yeah, definitely the future is even clearer now, because we have a very strong team going to Olympics like the previous Olympic. And I believe Nigeria will do very well in the next Olympics in Tokyo.
Okay, quickly let's move on from what is going down right there in the United States and talk about the one that will most likely be going down in Nigeria. It is Lagos. Lagos is expected to be hosting the African Championships. Yes, it's official. The Teslim Balogun Stadium will play host to that one that is happening right here in Lagos, and it's expected to be happening between 22nd of June to the 27th of June, and it's all happening right here in the commercial capital of Nigeria. I mean, it's a good thing that we also see Nigeria, aside being powerhouses in athletics, Nigeria is also a big name once it comes to hosting of events in the athletics field.
Yes, because we are the Lion of Africa. We deserve the recommendation we are having right now. Being the game in Lagos here is very massive, and they will definitely gain a lot from it.
Definitely gain a lot from it. Okay, quite interesting. Let's move on from that one right now and talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League. But before we go into that, let me leave you with some wonderful goals from the Matchday 22 games that went down over the weekend. And when we get back, we'll talk about the league properly. Okay, welcome back. Yes, let's talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League. Fabulous goals we've seen from match day 22. But how about match day 23? Interesting games are expected to be going down this weekend. But before we go into that, we saw how Akwa United and Rangers a stalemate right there in Uyo. We expected something more from that one, but nothing came out of it.
I really expect Akwa United to go over to have an edge over Enugu Rangers. They blew some of their chances there in Akwa, and despite having a stalemate, they are still at the top of the league with goal difference.
Let's take a look at that table right now. Yes, talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League as it stands right now. That is match day 23. Yes, you can see on your screen Akwa United are currently top of the table. Yes, they lead the pack. Kano Pillars were formerly top, but now you have Akwa are leading the pack, and following just after Akwa United, you have none other than Kano Pillars. Yes, the former leaders of the league. They are second right now on the table, and then you have the third, definitely that's Kwara United. You can see on your screen right now they are third on the table, and Nasarawa United are fourth on the table. Rivers United, who were unable to win right at home against Abia Warriors, they are fifth. Rangers International are sixth. Heartland FC of Owerri, they lost away from home the last time out. They are currently seventh, and then you have Plateau United, Lobi Stars, and Enyimba making up the top 10, with Enyimba having lots and lots of games in hand. The other half of the table, you get to see MFM, Dakkada United, Dakkada FC, Abia Warriors, and then down the table, you have the relegation battlers, Warriors, Sunshine Stars of Akure, FC IfeanyiUbah, and Adamawa United. But how are games going to be looking across the country today? Yes, games are going down. Match day 23 games are going down later today. And quickly, let me run you through that one before we talk about them. I'm talking about Adamawa United and Katsina United. It's going to be one of the first games to go down today. And then you have the one between Kano Pillars and Nasarawa United. Dakkada FC and FC IfeanyiUbah will square it out at Uyo. And then you have Warri Wolves and Lobi Stars. The one between Sunshine Stars and MFM will be going down in Akure. And the one between Kwara United and Rivers United will be going down in Ilorin. Kwara United hoping that they can get to the top of the table once again. Wikki Tourists will take on Enyimba, who recently got knocked out of the CAF Confederation Cup. And then you have Heartland and Plateau United, Abia Warriors and Akwa United, and of course Rangers and Jigawa Golden Stars. But quickly, let's talk about the two big games of the day. Talking about Heartland and Plateau United, and of course Abia Warriors and Akwa United. How do you see this one spanning out today?
It's a very tough game for me, but I think you are leaving out a game in the game week of today between Kwara United and Rivers United, because that is one of the very good match to look up to. Kwara United on same points with Rivers United, and going by the head-to-head between Rivers United and Kwara United, in their last 7 fixtures, Kwara United has been very poor. No single win for them. They only scored 1 goal in the range of the 7 matches. And I think today, Kwara United and Rivers United, they will have to lock it down in Longing today. That's a very tough game to look out for.
A very tough game to look out for. Let's quickly take a look at how it's looking. The top scorers in the league right now. Yes, you have Sadiq Yusuf, currently the top gun right now in the league with 9 goals. He plays for Sunshine Stars. And Rabiu Ali, it's quite interesting to see the fact that Rabiu Ali, almost 40 years of age, and he's still one of the best sharpshooters in the league. I mean, 9 goals so far is an impressive feat, if you ask me. Talk about Ndifreke Effiong, 8 goals alongside Stephen Jude of Kwara United. And of course, Silas Wankwo is also one of the top scorers with 8 goals. And there's Ibrahim Mustafa Yuga of Plateau United, and same as Mohamed Zulkifulu. The other that make the top 10, Rashid Hamid Samuel Stone Onukube of Jigawa Golden Stars, and Michael Ohanu of Kwara United. Interesting players who are doing it so well for their club side. Hopefully we get to see who can be able to get the most important trophy, individual trophy in the league this season. Yes, the top scorer of the league. Why not go on a quick break, and when we return, we'll talk about some other things, football, right here on the show.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Welcome back. This is the arena. Yes, we've been talking about all things sports that are emanating from different parts of the world at the moment. Still in the studio with me is Ademola Akinnuade. Ademola, let's move on now and talk about the big one that will be going down tonight. Talk about the UEFA Europa League.
It will be a very tough one in Danks tonight between Manchester United and the Yellow Submarine, Villarreal. For me, the favorite for me is Manchester United.
Is this not coming because you're a United fan?
No, it's not because I'm a
okay.
United
You
fan.
actually think. But let's talk about Villarreal being considered as the underdogs here. We've seen how Unai Emery has been able to do so well in this particular competition with different clubs. Considering Emery's pedigree, would you still see Villarreal should be considered as underdogs?
Yeah, definitely. The Villarreal are the underdogs, but I won't be surprised if Villarreal win tonight. I won't be surprised because it's Emery. Emery always has his way through with EUROPA, despite losing against Chelsea in his last EUROPA final. For someone like Emery pedigree, like you said, in 8 years, Emery has been in the final 5 times with 3 different clubs, and that is something massive for him. And tonight, it will be a good result for him and for Villarreal too, despite this is first Villarreal European finals. And despite Villarreal winning to take them automatically to the Champions League. So if Villarreal Villarreal will definitely come out with a very great fight tonight. And if they win, I'll be really happy for them.
Now, talking about pedigree, let's talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We've seen he stumbled a couple of times getting to the finals, but this is his first major finals with the United side since he took over. Do you actually see experience coming into play in tonight's final for Manchester United being led by a Solskjaer who we have seen is inexperienced at this level?
For me, Solskjaer will definitely come up with a very great team tonight. Looking at the squad depth between Manchester United and Villarreal, is 2 different teams. And for me, Manchester United has a very better team than Villarreal, with the likes of Bruno, one of the contenders for the PFA Player of the Season. And it will mean more to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and to Manchester United too, because today is a memorable day for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because on this day in 1999, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got the winner against Bayern Munich in one of the greatest Champions League comeback in the history of football.
Okay, now let's take a look at the players involved in this one. You've already mentioned Bruno Fernandes, who is going to definitely, most likely be lining up for Manchester United. But when we talk about Villarreal, we have Nigeria's very own Samuel Chukwueze. We might not be getting to see him tonight because we don't know as at now what the fitness report is all about. What if he's fit for that one? That'll be going down tonight. But peradventure, he's going to be featuring. Do you actually think Chukwueze could be instrumental for Villarreal?
Yes, it could be very instrumental for Villarreal. Very, very instrumental. But for me, they won't feel him that much. But it's very instrumental. It's very instrumental to the team, but they won't feel him that much. One man Manchester United have to look for is Gerard Moreno. Very instrumentalist, very sensational forward for me. He knows how to pave his way through the defense, and the Manchester United should really look out for him.
Okay, let's round off talking about Edinson Cavani. I think that has got to be another player to look out for tonight. Edinson Cavani, since joining Manchester United, looks like United have finally found that striker they were always looking for. I mean, do you actually see him playing an important role tonight?
Sure, of course, it's Edison. I'm not surprised. It's Edison. It's what it always does. It's Cavani. That's what he always come out with. He's one of the top prolific striker in the world. And take everything Cavani got from Manchester United, it really deserve it because he's just doing his Cavani's thing.
His Cavani's thing. Okay, quickly, let me run you through some of the tweets. It's been a buzz. Twitter has been a buzz. Trust fans to always be fans. Yes, they have been saying different things as regards tonight's finals. Yeah, you remember how it was more like Nigeria versus Chelsea when Leicester City took on Chelsea in the FA Cup final, and it ended up being the Nigerians in that side winning the FA Cup. Same thing happened with the UEFA Women's Champions League final when Asisat Oshoala lined up for Barcelona against Chelsea. Well, tonight, it looks like many people want to be on the side of Villarreal as compared to being on the side of Manchester United. Yes, let's go on Twitter for a few minutes, go to the fans corner and see what they are saying. Like I said, lots and lots of reactions emanating from that space. This one from Wale Adetona, I am sleep fit, said the God that did it for Iheanacho, Ndidi and Azizat would do it for Chukwueze tonight too. Amen. Well, I guess he's the pastor here. Alaji Biedles Smalley at Smithy says, good morning, dear fans of Chukwueze. We feast today, also says amen. Well, I guess the prayer is getting hotter and hotter, and Manchester United are really praying against this one. This one from Elvis Tunde says, last night I was praying, I saw Ndidi, Iheanacho, and a young woman that looks like Asisat Oshoala cutting soap for Chukwueze. Manchester United fans are playing with grace. He ends up by saying, Likalato Kato. Some tongues, I guess that one is. This one from Deuce at Mazi_Deuce says, you are not a patriotic Nigerian if you don't support or pray for Samuel Chukwueze and his team to win the UEFA Europa League final today. Please don't let the devil use you. Debbie at Debbie Chelsea 10 says, the same way Nigerians supported Iheanacho, Ndidi, Asisat Oshoala against Chelsea, they should keep the same energy in supporting Samuel Chukwueze. So it's Nigeria versus Manchester United. Well, Manchester United fans are not agreeing to this. They on their own part are siding with Shola Shoretire, the young star who plays for Manchester United. You know, Shola has Nigerian roots. Well, this one from at Zoba at C Zoba says Shola Shoretire will win his first trophy with Manchester United tonight. We are all solidly behind him, yes or yes? Well, that question is not for me to answer. Tunde Ednot at Tunde Ednot says, retweet if you're joining hands with our fellow Nigerian Shola Shoretire of Manchester United to win the UEFA Europa final today. And a final one from Fisayo Dairo at Fisayo Dairo. He says, let's be guided. There is only one Nigerian in today's UEFA Europa League final, and his name is Samuel Chukwueze. The other lad, Shola Shoretire, is Britain, and at least as of today, he remains Britain. Quite the interesting one, guys, happening on Twitter right now. A lot of people, different opinions about who they should be supporting. But I mean, and let me end off with, I know you're a Manchester United fan, but I mean, who are you actually supporting today? Is it a Nigerian thing for you or a Manchester United thing for you?
Definitely it's a Manchester United thing for me. Because Chukwueze will not be playing today, hopefully. So if you look at the Leicester, the Barcelona, this Nigerian player, the later fit, even Oshoala, later came in for Barcelona. Indeed, he started. You see the senior man Kels too. But Chukwueze is definitely not playing today's game in Dansk, which is quite a relief for me. And I think it's Manchester United all the way.
Manchester United all the way. Okay, but let's put a scoreline on that one. How do you actually see it panning out?
It's going in the park, 3-0 for Manchester United.
3-0, Ademola says that one will be ending. As I know many people that are supporting Samuel Chukwueze right now will not want to listen to what Ademola is saying. But let's move on and talk about some other things that is not the UEFA Europa League. Let's talk about the Euro 2020. End off with that one. We've seen how many teams have released their squad. But we saw we could call it quite a controversial one. The fact that Sergio Ramos was left out of Spain's Europa and Euro 2020 squad.
It's a very disheartening one for the world of sports and for the lovers of Ramos, for people like me too. Because when you say Spain, it's like Spain going to the Euros without the S, which is a pain. For me, Ramos is a very influential and a very instrumental player for Spain, but I cannot question Luis Enrique's choice and opinion on the squad. So I think Ramos being left out is something not that too good for me, but that's the Luis Enrique's opinion. And because of Ramos has been injured quite a number of times this season, he has been consistent. So I think people that are replacing Ramos, they're capable too.
Capable, that's what he says. And well, let's move on from Spain that has no Ramos in their squad and talk about the English national team. Yes, we hear that Gareth Southgate, the coach of the English national team, has also released his squad, although not the final squad. It's a provisional squad. So far, we get to see lots and lots of interesting names. Dean Henderson, the likes of Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, Sam Johnstone, Aaron Ramsdale. We have Trent Alexander-Arnold, who we were hearing might not make the final list. Harry Maguire, who we are not sure of his fitness so far. Ben Chilwell, the likes of Luke Shaw, also in this one. Lots and lots of players. But one big name that is not in this list has got to be Patrick Bamford.
Yeah, I'm quite disappointed in Gareth Southgate for not including Patrick Bamford in that list. Among all English players, except Harry Kane, no English player has scored more than him in the English Premier League this season. Patrick Bamford has been sensational this season for Leeds. And again, for the omitted one name again for the Leeds team again, Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison has been very spectacular this season. He has been on top of his game week by week, improving. And for me, it's just still a provisional list. They will still omit like seven of them yes in the team. But I think Arnold will definitely make it. But Trippier, for me, I don't think Trippier will make it, and only Watkins would, Ben White of Brighton, they won't make the list.
Well, we await that one. The Euros will be coming up later next month. It's one of the big things. You know, football never goes away, right? Yeah, club football is being wrapped up and country football is getting back to the top screens. Yes. For now on the show, I think we have to call it a wrap at this point because there will still be more to talk about, but we definitely cannot exhaust everything today. So I would definitely say it's been nice doing the best we can do to these stories with you today.
Sure, I really enjoyed it being here with you, and I hope to be back here again.
Definitely, we'll get to do this some other time. And for you who is watching from wherever you are, I would say it's been fun having you around as we talk about the stories emanating from the world of sports. Yes, we will be back on your screen some other time because he that fights and runs away lives to fight another day. My name is Jidechi Chidiezie. Until next time I come your way, ensure you stay safe. Bye for now.